an awesome job. He showed me some updates, and yeah, we're so excited. It's gonna be so great. We just can't wait to show it off. We can use it to also for EOS education. Um, regards to Maria's questions, I know that Vincent, I think, has gathered some specifications, and I also saw some link to mockups, but I think that link was not in preview mode, so no one could have seen that project. So uh, maybe the person who already did the mockups can set that project to preview, or I can do it with no problem. I can talk to you guys with everyone, and I can set up the mockups so we can kick off as soon as possible, if that's okay with you. And yeah, if you have, I think that's going to be a good step for us, meaning that we start from somewhere and we can integrate feedback from all the stakeholders of this community, and uh, just to show progress and bring value to the whole ecosystem as fast as possible.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
me.
And I agree. We need mockups to be able to start something. So I think that's really the next step. So just sharing ideas and mockups so that people can start building the user interface and having something concrete done, so we can then brainstorm and just talk about it, and then make changes and start really building that platform.
Just to interject real quick, Vincent.
Yep.
We're secretly planning, and I just wanted to make sure with Andreas, and he kind of gave me confirmation they are moving forward with this for us. We can do things like mock-up competitions.
Okay.
I like to do those things. So you know how I play. But we can do that, but obviously we can have anybody here who wants to be part of that too, or not be part of it, can do it too.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea, because if we all propose ideas, one of them could be really great. And I think we need to do that. On my side, I've done a few mock-ups, just written down some ideas and made some sketches. I can share my screen, I guess, and show you guys what I got so far. Okay, do you see the All Things EOS page? So this is the just simple mock-up of All Things EOS. I shared that in the previous meeting, but just to go through it pretty quick, basically in All Things EOS, you have all the categories, and then what I wanted to do is when you go over any item in these categories, there's on the left side, there's all the comments and the rating. So everything can be rated and classified, and then it's pretty much the same thing as the Google page. And then yeah, in each category, all items are filtered by rating. And then if you want to click on a star beside a specific item, then it goes into your favorite, so in your dashboard. So at the top of the page, that would be like a dashboard with buttons. So everything that you click at the bottom of the page and you chose that's your favorite, it's going to go in the top dashboard. So yeah, that's one thing. And then at the top of the page, I think we would need some kind of a bar where it's common on every website. So either on EOS Bootcamp or any other website. So people can just click on news, price, education, and then they move from one website to the other. So every platform that would be partnering with the EOS education would have their platform links in there. And yeah, so there's some information written down on this page, so you guys can go and read that. I don't want to go in depth on that mock-up. I got other ideas too, so I just want to go through them pretty quick, and then I guess everyone can start working on their ideas and propose changes.
You've got the head start, Vincent, with the competition.
Yeah. Another thing that I think would be good is like just a news page, news and content database. So right now we were building a content database, and Patrick also mentioned you wanted to do a mind map. But something I think would be nice is having something similar to, I don't know if you guys saw the EOS Blocksmith dashboard. In that dashboard, there's a little section for news. Basically, it's just every new news that pops up gets in that dashboard, and then there's a scroll bar, and you can go through the news. But I think every news need to be we can add filters, so add tags to each news. So let's say if it's a price news, we can add the price tag, and then education, governance, DAP tools, we can add many tags. And then we can also filter the news by languages, also by length and content type. So if it's a video, audio, text, and then if it takes 5 minutes to read or to listen to the video, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, so that eventually we can users can find the best video on a specific subject that is under 10 minutes and is in X languages. So that's an idea for now. And then beside the news section, we could have like a community chat where people can just talk about the news. And then there's like the general chat. And then when you click on a specific news, the chat would change to that chat on that specific news. So people can talk about a specific news. And then for each news, they could be rated. So with stars and how good the content is, but also if the content is like true. Like I think we need people to be able to say, oh, that news is not true, or this is FUD because that reason, and then we can make it clear. It's like a FUD police at the same time. So if content comes out and it's not good, or the information is not okay, we can then act and mention it on our dashboard. So and then have like a little language flags at the bottom of the news. So if it's gray, it means that it hasn't been translated in a specific language. And then if someone wants to translate it, they can do it and add it to the page, and then the flag will go a different will be in color, and people can just click on it. So yeah, those were pretty much the main ideas of that news page. So we can talk about that. I don't know, do you guys want to just like talk about specific pages, and then I go through to the other? Does anyone have ideas about like a EOS news page, like anything to add there before I go to the next thing?
I like those. I think that the news page, the question would be, is it going to use a blockchain or not? Would be one important thing. Maybe how we can leverage Patrios, because Patrios has it where you can kind of use, because they're going to want to help out too. I can't believe I didn't even mention them before. But they might actually be able to help with this stuff too. So what's coming to my mind is I love the idea of the languages. I love the general concept as a news site. I would say that we should try, if we can, even if we partner with Patrios or Carmel or however it gets done, to make sure that that sucker's on the chain if we can.
Okay, and what is Patrios exactly? I'm not aware.
Yeah, they were here last week, and they were talking with Carmel actually quite a bit. They are essentially going to be a place where you can post content and things that you've done, links to it from anywhere, really, right? And along with You can fill in the text if you want and all that good stuff, but then people can go in and reward you like they would on Patreon, right? So they can be part of your channel. They can go see your links in your channel, go watch stuff, and they just have to donate to you or be a part of a tiered membership of some sort. That's kind of the gist of it. But with that said, they have kindly stated to us that they would be very interested in a white labeled version of that for specifically this niche use case, which would be beneficial to us and them. Synergy, right?
Yep.
Just a thought and something for everybody to be reminded about now that we're actually recording it.
All right, great. Does anyone else have ideas about like a news page or content database? Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've added it like to the like as a button in the top bar right now, but we can discuss what goes in that bar and what doesn't. But yeah, I think it's nice to have a calendar for all events and everything EOS. So, okay. So I guess that's just an idea of the mock-up, but everyone can propose mock-up ideas, and we can then discuss what we choose and do a contest, maybe like Fuzzy said. Another thing that I think would be interesting would be like some kind of tool dashboard. Right now, if we go, let's say, to All Things EOS or other places, we just see which tools are available. But it would be nice to have like a graphic or a table where we can see all the tools like EOS Toolkit, My EOS Kit, and all others, and then see all their functionalities, and then you can click and choose which functionality you want to do on which platform, or something similar to that, just to see what's the differences between all the platforms, and then you can choose which one you want as your favorite, and then on your personal dashboard, yeah, it's going to link directly to the one that you chose. But that was something I did really quick, and I guess everyone is open to propose anything else. But I just think it would be nice to see all the tools, all their functionalities, and then you can choose which one you want to use.
Out of curiosity, could we create a token and have people vote by sending the token to the project that the one that they like the most? Like, would token, I mean, I think that would work. The question really comes down to, could we create a token relatively easily at this juncture, and the costs, I guess, associated with it?
Yeah, that's a good question. Right now, I think tokenomics, and I think we need to build a platform that works eventually with a token, but also needs to be done pretty quick, I think. So maybe the tokenization can be added afterwards. But for a tool dashboard, I'm not too sure how a token would work. Maybe just having like eventually on that dashboard, because it will be like personalized dashboard. So we need to have like accounts. I don't know, like when EOS or Block One comes up with a wallet with digital identity, we could use that identity on the platform. But right now, I don't think there's any digital identity platform we can use. I just think it would be good to wait to see what Block One comes up with when they release their wallet and something like that. If they have a digital identity integrated, maybe we could use that identity on the platform. I'm just not sure what they're going to release. So right now, I think we just need to move forward with something that works for the community and that is free. And then if we can add the tokenomics, it would be a good idea. So that's it for news and content database. For EOS Bootcamp, I just had a few minutes. I just added some ideas. So basically, add the language flags on each of the items so that people can see what has been translated, what has not been translated. Also, concerning the titles at the top, I just think we need to add filters, language filters, maybe not have language tabs. But I guess we can change all that the more the platform grows, and also add more titles that are more specific, like tools and things like that, so we can search for videos more quickly. But other than that, I just wrote at the top also preferred language, so we can like come on the platform and it's in French or in English, and we see all the French and English videos. I mean the videos that are in the language that you chose first. But anyways, I haven't had time to add my comments on the Bootcamp page. Other than that, so far. But does anyone here have comments on how we can enhance the Bootcamp page? I know, Fuzzy, you said that you discussed that a bit on last week, but I don't know if we have anything else to add this week.
Well, one of the things that I will say is I think that a lot of the things that we get from working together is we're going to have, like if, let's say, Bootcamp does one thing, and I like how you're doing it because you're kind of showing people already. We can pick little things that are improvements in one place that we like and put them in another place, right? Mm-hmm. So we can kind of like have 5 or 10 different iterations of something rolling at the same time, and the one that is the best at this or this or this, we can grab from them and put into a final version. What does stick out to me is there's going to be multiple steps for what I think what you're wanting to do. It's obviously we've talked about this, so it's going to be a pretty big thing. But if we get those things done, like the calendar, for instance, it's like the calendar is something we can add to a website. Anybody can add a calendar to a website now. That's a tool that we have in our toolbox that we didn't have before. And the cool thing is the people who developed it are crypto people. They like crypto. So if we ever enable usage of tokens on those things, then we're going to have that too, right? So I think the biggest thing is just to keep in mind that even though that all these things seem big, all of us attacking things from different angles and creating new tools and knowing about each other's tools is probably, to me, like the key element that we need to recognize and to make sure of. With that said, the only thing that other than that comes to me is I just want to iterate that we make sure that I think the first thing before we do anything else, we just get that site up with the different, like you pretty much showed it in your mock-up there. With the various places for education that you can click on, right? That was based on everything EOS. Right in the black box right there. Yeah. So I would say that would be the first thing that we would do for the competition. Then we start digging into these other things and these other ideas, because guess what? We have a weekly time that we even get together to do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like the overall ideas. The only thing that I will always go back to is it's a big one, right? It's a lot of stuff to it. So let's definitely make sure to focus on the beginning step, which is basically all things education, EOS education, rather.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. It's just like the end vision, but we have to move with the minimal viable product, and then just step by step. It's just ideas for now, but I just think like we could start by proposing mock-ups like I did today, but have multiple people propose mock-ups, and also decide what would go in the top bar, and then what would go in that top bar when we go over tools. Well, what's the the choices we have, like vote block producer, wallet, accounts, and stuff like that. So what goes in these bars, and then we can say, all right, that person start working on that platform. So let's say right now we know EOS Dublin is working on EOS Bootcamp. Other people can focus on, let's say, price dashboards and stuff that hasn't been done right now. EOS Blocksmith has some stuff about price in their dashboard, but like maybe they could really focus on the price aspect of the dashboard, and then we could add that to the main page. I just think we need to split the work, and then everyone works on what they want, and so we have people working on every aspect. So yeah, do you guys have any ideas on what we should put in the top bar? So right now we see news, price, education, tools, calendar, meetups, projects, jobs. What else do you guys think we should have there? No ideas?
Well, I think it looks good. The one thing that I might say is we could take price out, but man, we can't really. At first, everybody loves price. Second off, it's a place where we can use it as a funnel to teach people. So.
Yes, that's the point. Actually, like we don't necessarily all like to talk about price, but it's something that will bring a lot of people to the platform. I think that's the goal.
A lot of people
it's
too.
to have that as the main place where people go see the price and all things price related, either RAM, CPU, and all these things. And then when they go on that platform, they're going to see the big bar with education, and then they're going to move through all the other platforms. So that's the end goal. Yeah. So does anyone else have anything to add? I saw JB had his mic working or something like that.
Oh yeah, sorry guys, just got in. Not any, don't have anything to say yet, but cool. Yeah, just first time on the call, man. Yeah,
okay, great.
Stuff you guys are doing.
Did you want to introduce yourself, maybe?
Oh sure. Yeah. I'm from a project called Level 2. It's a hybrid cross-chain exchange. It's going to be EOS centric, and we actually won the EOS hackathon back in Hong Kong. We got third place there, and since then we've been working on the project. I'm super interested because we want to integrate a lot of education onto the exchange. I think that the traders are the best audience to educate. They're the closest to crypto, but don't know shit about it. So we kind of, somebody needs to do this, and I hope that everything works out, and we kind of can implement and motivate traders to get education about it. For example, we're partnering up with like Karma, so they can showcase their DApp there and kind of, and we can motivate the traders to check it out, and then they can go use the DApp. And so like it's just kind of like a smooth way to go deeper into blockchain, understand that EOS is superior right now, and then check out EOS dApps and go all in. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Okay, great. All right, so I think we talked about all the functionalities already in the past meetings. Now I really think we need to do mock-ups and do a mock-up contest, like you said, Fuzzy. Do you think you could organize like a publication about that, so we can create mock-ups of different of the pages? I think that would be a good next step. And everyone in this meeting, you can propose mock-up ideas. That's the next step. And once we have the mock-up chosen, we can move forward with that. I haven't prepared.
I'll take it to one, if you don't mind,
what?
Vince. I'll just cut in real quick, and I'll take it to another level, and I'll tell everybody that I can make a post, and if everybody else wants to make a post, I can tip them for doing so. Like just even a post real quick, just saying about what we're doing and linking to my post. I don't care how we do it, but to make sure that everybody sees it coming from all of the people who would be benefiting from it, right?
Yeah.
But then I'll shut up.
Yeah, sure. I will probably just share what you do, what you post. Yeah, we need to spread the word and have multiple people working on that initiative. Yeah, so I didn't prepare anything else for this meeting. I think we really need to just bring ideas, and then once we have all the ideas, we can vote on which one is the best and start working on that. So I don't want to lose more time. Unless does anyone else have things to add, things that they wanted to talk about, or yeah? So I'll just let the people speak. Does anyone else want to say anything?
Yeah, I would say if there's anybody who has any project updates on their fronts, that would be a really good start.